Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Show. Today, it's a hot Monday, and we're breaking down the red carpet looks from last night's Golden Globes. Plus, TV Guide brings their picks of the new shows you're not going to want to miss. And all of today's juiciest hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you for being here, everyone. Stone cold mess. I'll explain. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. You know, we keep it like 3 degrees here in the studio, which is my request to keep the audience awake and, you know, to keep me alive, you know, doing the show and everything. But it is very cold in here. However, my fingertips are extremely cold, and is there a doctor in the house? Does this mean you're stroking out or something? Like, I'm going to consult you during the commercial break, okay? Because I can't understand why my fingertips are so cold, I want to do away with them. Thank you. Did you have a nice weekend? Very nice. So did I. The highlight of my weekend, and don't tell him because he's in school, was that me and my son were as thick as thieves all weekend. You remember it was just a few months ago I was telling you I don't think he likes me? I think he's back to adoring me. I know. Like, probably because he'll want something, so I'll let you know. I'll let you know how that turns out in the next 72 hours. Anyway, did you watch the Golden Globes? They were on TV last night. I thought that Tina Fey and Amy Poehler did a great job hosting. Yeah. You know, it helps that they're also besties in real life, so it's not like one of those fake relationships where they push them together and they say, all right, now make with the funny, you know what I mean? So this is their 3rd year hosting. They say also it's their final year hosting. Although I venture to say that's what people say when they want you to dangle a bigger paycheck. Do you know what I mean? And what I liked about them hosting is that they were equal opportunity hating on everybody, including Bill Cosby. And they were able to get away with that. Well, but the best part, people were saying, of their routine was when the 2 girls roasted George Clooney. Take a look, and then we'll talk.
George Clooney married Amal Alamuddin this year. Amal is a human rights lawyer who worked on the Enron case, was an advisor to Kofi Annan regarding Syria, and was selected for a 3-person UN commission investigating rules of war violations in the Gaza Strip. So tonight, her husband is getting a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Very funny. Very funny. And you know, I thought that they looked terrific on the red carpet too, George and Amal. I thought that they looked really good on the red carpet. We'll talk more about that later on, red carpet hits and misses, when our friend David Meister comes out. So that's later on in the show. Prince made a surprising appearance. Nobody knew that he was going to be there. Nobody at all. And yes. And when he came out on stage, if you'll notice the shots in the audience, everybody was fanning out. Just like, oh, like he reduced A-listers into little girls, you know? But that's what happens. Prince he's such a little man with such a big presence. Remember when I was telling you how he made a request to meet me? See, that's how Prince is, right? So I'm at home minding my own business. I told you about this. But I enjoy telling the story, so I'll tell you again. But look, all right, so I'm in the house minding my own business. Around 9 o'clock at night, my husband, he's also my manager, cell phone rings. Bring. Prince is making a request to see Wendy. And so, you know, Cab's like, I'm like, okay, great. You know, I'm thinking the weekend. No, in 2 hours. What? In Manhattan. Now, we live in Jersey. It's right around the corner from Manhattan, but you know that we're live out in New York at 10 a.m. So I'm in the house, minding my own business, getting ready to give you a good show, but Prince wants to meet. So what do? You only get this invitation once. I put on my best wig, jumped into something purple, got in the car and zoomed off. So now here we go. So we get to the city. It's like 11 o'clock at night. Okay, boom. We're waiting for Prince. Now, mind you, I'm starting to get antsy because now it's 11:15. And, you know, I'm like, okay, has he no respect for Hot Topics kicking off at 10 a.m.? Then I'm like, wait a minute, that's Prince. He knows nothing outside of his own universe. Okay, wait, relax. All right, 11:30. 11:45. No, I don't want anything to drink. I have to wake up in the morning. You know, oh my gosh, the music's so loud, I have to wake up in the morning. 12 o'clock, 12:30. Finally, like 1:45, Prince shows up. But it was worth the wait. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you how it went down, right? Okay, so Prince descends the steps, and he's with an entourage. And then the entourage comes over and says, Prince wants to see you in the back. Because, you know, he's small, so the entourage encompasses him. And they walked him, like, to the back room. So, you know, me and Kev, we walk to the back room, and it's just Prince and one of his female friends. No, I don't know who she was, but one of his female friends, right? And the room is dark, and there's nothing in there. And the room is about as big as this chair, like it's small, like he's not a germaphobe. We were practically sitting in each other's laps. He was fabulous. He laughed. He watches our show. Yeah. It was fantastic. And we talked about everything. And there were only two things that he didn't like. Number one, he was not taking a picture, which was fine with me, because he was giving me what I give people. You know what I'm saying? No, he doesn't want to take a damn picture. He's like, remember the moment, Wendy, just remember the moment. I'm like, okay, we have that in common. And number two, he doesn't like you to curse around him, for which, when I'm not on this show, just call me Sailor Wen. But I was happy to oblige. We sat for like an hour, got back in the car, went back to Jersey, went back to bed, came in the next morning. Anyway, it was worth it. When Prince is in the building, everybody turns into a 5-year-old girl. Yeah, the best. Okay, so Beyonce had you all talking all weekend. Because I didn't buy into it. She posted this picture and has everybody talking about, is this bump right here a baby bump announcing pregnancy? And I said, well, it could be announcing breast reconstructive surgery. I don't know what this is announcing, but I always did like being buried in the sand. Do you like that? I love that. Like, I just love that. Anyway. Do you think she's pregnant? Clap if you do. So the majority of you did not fall for it. Do you think that she is manipulating the media like she always does? So do I. You know, here's my thought. You know, she does not tweet, Facebook, that whole bit. Her whole form of communicating with you and her super fans called the Beehives is through pictures. And that's the way everybody likes to look at Beyonce. It's great. You know, she's not the best talker, so it's best that she... I've told you before, and I'll say it again. If you hear her talk, you're going to need closed captioning on your TV. I bet you if Amy Pollard and Tina Fey said that, you wouldn't be, oh. All of a sudden, I say something, oh. Anyway, I don't know whether she's pregnant or not. If she is, congratulations. If she's not, fine. I don't feel as though she owes it to us to say that she's pregnant. But because she's got these super fans, you know, who live and have no lives outside of her, maybe she owes... Well, I'm saying, I know I ain't lying. I read your lips. You know, like, you can be a fan of somebody's, but when you become obsessive, it's like, it's borderlining weird. So, you know, there are people who have fans, like, say, George Clooney has regular fans, but Beyonce has regular fans, like some of you, but then she's got those super fans who live, die, and cry by her. So maybe she should say something. The thing I love about pregnancy is that you can't keep it a secret for long, right? So I guess this is just a wait-and-see thing, a wait-and-see. In the meantime, Beyonce is manipulating you all again. Let's talk about something else. Excuse me. This was not my original plan to wear today. What happened is 5 minutes before, and here's Wendy. I get up out of the makeup chair, and the zipper to the back of my original dress busted wide open. Thank God Memsor was at the ready with another black dress. So I just slipped this one on and came out here. Look, what a messy show. Listen, Bill Cosby's live shows are getting way out of control. Now look, this is his third show that he's done in Canada, and each one is met with, sure, there are alleged fans there in the audience, although I venture to say 75% of the people in the audience are people waiting to see something happen. You know what I mean? I think that there's like maybe 25% of the audience super fans, oblivious to anything, any of these allegations going on. And the other 75% are waiting to see something go down. So he was in Canada last night for his third show. Protesters stood up and disrupted his performance. Now, you've got to watch this very closely, and then we're going to talk. And keep in mind, if Tina Fey and Amy Poehler talked like I'm about to talk, you'd be clapping. But because it's me talking, you can throw hot grease all day. I'm still going to give my opinion. Roll it.
Now, here we're going to continue with our show. Stop. Really? No, don't do this, please. That's all right. Stop. It's all right.
No, it's not all right. And I'm going to tell you why. See, this is to me where kids come into the fray. You know, many of us, our parents are still with us. We are now fully functioning adults, and the tide has turned. We make our parents think that they're still the boss of us until we have to show them who's really boss, and that would be us as the kids. And it's not about Bill Cosby, you know, standing on millions and millions of dollars so his kids can't tell him what to do. You know, I know he has one son that passed away many, many years ago. He was killed, but he's got 2 daughters. Am I correct? He's got 4 daughters? Well, where are these 4 daughters? See, this is the time where you give your father the hook, like at the Apollo, right? And you pull him off stage, and you sit down and you stage an intervention. I'm not counting on Camille, the long-suffering Camille Cosby, his wife, to do it, but it's up to the daughters, you know, modern people. Because, you know, like, whether he did this or not, we don't know. He is yet to... Now, you're not going to be able to wrangle all almost 30 women to take lie detector tests. And, yeah, you know, I watch enough Jerry to know lie detector tests, you know, they don't work all the time, but they can just give an indication. Maybe if he took a secret lie detector test and then ended up passing it, then that's the story that should be on the front page of the news. He passed the lie detector test and the whole bit, but he's not doing anything except for trotting around trotting around looking ridiculous on stage telling these jokes. If this was my dad, and Daddy, you know, I'm not the boss of you, but in a case like this, me and Wanda and Tommy would give you the hook, and we'd pull you off that stage. That's it. And, yes, he is allowed to make a living, but he doesn't need this money. It seems like he's like Teresa and a lot of the housewives, and these people on TV can't stay away from the spotlight. This is the time, Mr. Cosby, to stay in the house. The house that I'm sure is full of everything. Like, what is the point of making a lot of money and becoming wealthy if your house cannot be the best haven ever? With the best coffee maker, the softest couches, the best TVs, like, I look for an excuse to stay in the house. Like, I love it's my favorite place, even over the Central Pay in Europe. I love being in the house. Cosby, sit down. You're looking ridiculous. Sorry. And Kim and Kanye might be getting a new neighbor. Guess who? Ray J. I mean, okay, here's my thing. Ray J reportedly made an offer to buy a house 8 doors down from Kim and Kanye. Now, I know what you're saying. If Kim and Kanye have like a $50 million house that they've been working on for like 3 years, then what kind of house is Ray J buying? Apparently, this is a neighborhood that has a bunch of different houses in the $1 million range. Ray J, according to my Hot Topics team, is worth $6 million. And the house that he wants to buy is worth a little over $2 million, right down the street. So I think that this is Ray J winning. I mean, Ray J let go of his dignity a long time ago. Ray J, you know I got love for Ray J and the entire Norwood family, but I'm only calling it the way I say it. Ray J let go of his dignity a long time ago, and most recently on the Love and Hip Hop show, where it's ratchetness at its highness. So therefore, Ray J doesn't give, I mean, so to buy this house is still winning for Ray J, if you consider that winning. In Ray J's lane, I do consider it winning. If I were Kanye, I'd be absolutely upset, and if I were Kim, I'd be pissed beyond belief. But Kanye and Kim, this is what I'd do. You have longer money than Ray J. There's only but so much he can do in the bidding. You call the realtor, find out what Ray J's buying the house for, and then you add in an extra $1 million and shut that down. That's all. I'll tell you what. If you had an ex move on your block, wouldn't you move? Would you clap if you'd move? But okay. But isn't that like making the enemy win? Isn't that making the enemy win? See, in my opinion, I wouldn't care. It wouldn't be about winning and losing. As a matter of fact, it'd just be about peace. Because if I were Ray J, I would do donuts in front of their house in my car. Do you understand what I'm saying? I would be a constant nuisance within the confines of it being legal. Only because that's what a Ray J does at this particular, Oh, and by the way, Ray J lived in this neighborhood first. He just wanted to go back home to what he knew. So not only did he hit it first, but he lived there first. But honestly, if I knew that an ex bought a house 8 doors down in my neighborhood, I would definitely abandon my house. We'd move into another house. That's what emergency funds are for, Move into another house on the other side of Jersey and wait until my house sells. Or I would buy the house that my ex was about to buy 8 doors down. And I'd continue to just shut that down. Either way, Kim, Kanye, Ray J's winning. And Suzanne's secret crush, Jeff Goldblum, is about to become a dad for the first time at 62. You've got nice taste.
Yes, he's handsome.
He's very handsome.
He's tall.
He's tall. Yeah, he's like 6'5", right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah. Well, look, he's 62, and his wife, Emily, is 31. Oh. She looks a little older than 31. You know? Anyway, but that's probably what happens when a girl dates a more mature man. You know, all of a sudden you take on, this is not the first time I've seen this. You know, when a lot of times when a younger girl dates a man twice her age, she begins to look twice her age. Kind of, sort of. Anyway, listen. Emily and Jeff are expecting a baby boy this summer, and I think that this is terrific. You know, I've changed my position in terms of it being selfish when a man has a baby, you know, so much, you know, later on in life, only because, you know, if we take our echinacea and we do our push-ups, then we're living to be like 98 and 100 years old these days. Do you know what I mean? So him being a dad for the first time at 62, I don't think is selfish. I mean, ladies, if there's one thing that I can say positively about us only having a limited amount of time to have a baby, it's that at least the child is guaranteed that one parent would be able to get on the floor and play jacks, you know, and have fun, and you know, and be, you know, mentally aware. My question is, though, how does a guy get away with not impregnating a girl for 62 years? Do you know what I mean? Like how does that work? Because, you know, there's usually a oops somewhere along the way. I mean, unless they're using a condom, they're using the rhythm method. She's on the IUD, the pill, and the sponge at the same time. Like, how does that work? Anyway, congratulations, Emily. Congratulations, Jeff. And congratulations to you for watching today. Because we've got more big show for you. Our friend Matt Roush is here from TV Guide, and he's going to tell us about the new must-see TV shows for the season. But up next, our friend, fashion designer David Meister is here, and he's going to break down the red carpet hits and misses from last night's Golden Globe. So don't go away. But that's okay. On an all-new Wendy, we've got the latest eliminated celebrity apprentice. And from the hit comedy The Middle.
I have a very strong opinion about that.
We like strong opinions here. Patricia Heaton talks Hot Topics.
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
All right, so, thank you. The Golden Globe Awards were last night, and here to break down the fashion hits and misses on the red carpet is our celebrity fashion designer friend, David Meister. Okay, David, welcome back. Let's get started. Best dressed.
Okay, one of my top choices last night, Kate Hudson.
She did look good.
Rocking one of the biggest trends of the night in white. White, you got to have the perfect body. It's got to fit perfectly. She looks so fresh, modern, and sexy. This dress could go the wrong way, but on her, it's still modern, elegant. It's perfection.
Yeah. And, you know, I like the simple hair. The simple hair.
And just that little simple diamond.
Yes, she's perfect. Okay. Now, who else is best dressed?
Jessica Chastain. I love the look she went with last night.
I like this dress also.
She looks so modern and glamorous. She usually kind of is a little more demure. But that plunge to the neckline in Versace and that kind of modern take on the old Hollywood glamour hair and jewelry, it's simple, it's understated, it's all about that hot body and hot dress.
Yes.
Again, great.
What color is that? Is that dark green or is that brown? I can't tell.
It's a metallic copper lame.
It's beautiful.
It really kind of plays against the red hair and her pale, white, beautiful skin.
It really does.
Again, thought she looked magnificent.
That wasn't a read, black people. Save it, okay? Anyway, okay, so now, who else got it right?
Okay, Julianne Moore, I love. She's one of those fashion women who does a lot of risk-taking, and she has a lot of hits, a lot of misses. Last night, a home run. This was Givenchy Couture. I love the ombre beading from the light silver down to the gray to the dark. Fit her beautifully. I love the soft, ethereal feathers. I thought she really got it right. She took home the statue, and she looked flawless.
Yeah. That's a body for that's a dress for a specific figure, though.
Absolutely, and it has to fit perfect.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, who'd you pick for best hair and makeup?
I really like Kerry Washington. I think she's beautiful. what I liked about her hair is it's modern. It's still pulled back sort of in a messy chignon, but it's still fresh and modern and not done looking. Love her dewy makeup, but it's still dramatic. But this is one of those cases where from the neck up, flawless girl.
Yes.
From the neck down, it's like, what the hell were you thinking?
Now, who is this that she's wearing? What is going on?
Mary Cantranzu.
Okay.
And it's this fuchsia and navy combo, and she's got color block shoes, and I'm like, so she's fighting for that worst dressed prize, baby.
Yeah.
She's really working for it. I
have to tell you, I love her makeup. It's just very simple. She didn't go all out. It's perfect. The hair looks like she's about to get in the shower. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but you know how before you put your shower cap on, your hair looks like that? But beautiful and talented nevertheless. All right, now, who did you pick? Who did you pick for best dressed couple?
Well, for me, the couple everyone has been waiting to see together is the new royalty. It's Amal and George. And, you know, they looked amazing on the carpet.
I thought they looked nice also.
Stunning, impeccable. You know, he's in his Armani tux that he actually wore to his wedding.
Yes.
So talk about recycling.
Yes.
We love that.
You know, just to see the picture, the gloves weren't really my favorite thing. But to see them in motion, I don't mind the white gloves.
I thought she looked flawless in her black Dior. Loved the flowing scarf. I thought the white gloves, we haven't seen that on the red carpet for a while, and if someone's going to do it, you got to be stunning like her.
Yeah.
And it's getting so much hit on media today, it's almost, I'm joking, is it going to be like the new Angelina's leg? We've got Amal's white gloves.
And I like that string hanging down, and you want to know what? And her makeup is very, very pretty, and her hair is like everyday Amal, which I love.
Yes, she's just they're flawless. What can you say?
Yeah, well, except for her shoes. What are those shoes?
The shoes. What? Okay, when you look like that, we got to toss him a bone.
Okay,
come on, Wendy.
Okay, worst dress.
Okay, Coco and Carl were off on a tangent somewhere. Keira Knightley in Chanel. I'm
sorry.
Okay.
It was really bad.
Bad? You were so kind.
Yeah.
How do we say this nicely? Hot mess.
Yes.
Hot mess.
It reminds me of something that, like, maybe Laura Ingalls from Little House on the Prairie would wear.
She's pregnant, but you can still look hot and sexy, but it's like it looks like she took maybe some of those new baby clothes in the layette and slapped a little of that on.
I'm sorry. Even Chanel gets it wrong sometimes.
We got the beads and that butterfly on the wrist. It's like, give me the net. Let's catch her and drag her off the carpet.
Do you have a price check on this dress? Do you know approximately how much this dress is?
This is couture. This was probably a $60,000, $70,000 gown.
Can you imagine?
That's a lot of look, baby.
I want my money back. Okay, David, who else got it wrong?
You know, Claire Danes, who I usually love, last night I didn't quite get it.
Yeah.
Valentino, it's so busy, and it doesn't read well on camera. I don't think it does a thing for her. And it looks like the girls could use a little lift in there as well.
Yeah. What's it made out of?
It's a lot of feathers. And this is a case where some of the feathers need to be plucked.
Yeah.
As opposed to looking fabulous.
Yes.
We need to do a little plucking.
Yes.
And I thought the blue jewel earring looked very retro and kind of dated and aged her as well. So I just didn't quite... She can be really hot and sexy. This was not one of her finer moments.
Oh, Claire, better luck next year. David, thank you so much for stopping by. It's our fashion designer friend, David Meister, everybody. Hot Topic Sound Off is next. Okay, it's time for Hot Topic Sound Off. Who are you?
Hi, Wendy. I'm Gabriella. How you doing?
How you doing, Gabriella?
I want to sound off on Beyonce.
Okay.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous that people go and pick out her pictures, they make up stories, they love to put her on the big screen and make things big out of nothing. It's a picture, she's spending the day with her family, she's on the beach, just let it be. If she's pregnant, then wonderful. If not, then let it go. Let her be. She's a woman, she's a strong woman, she's powerful. Just let her be her own woman.
Perfect. Thanks, Gabriella. Thank you very much. Okay, have a seat. Who's next? How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. I'm Cassie. How you doing?
Hi, Cassie.
I want to sound off on the Ray J. I think it's he looks crazy. I mean, come on. Love and Hip Hop just ended. He looks crazy on that show. He looks crazy now. You don't need to move in there.
Well, you might as well just go with the crazy.
I got to disagree with you.
Okay. No, come on, let's debate.
He looks crazy. I mean, you can live anywhere. You have to live there. He wants to pop off, and he wants to cop off of their attention, and it doesn't work. He looks crazy.
Yes, but it's working for him. I don't think that he's still crushing on her. I think that he just wants the attention.
Yeah, but it's not good attention. You look crazy.
Yeah, but neither was Love and Hip Hop good attention. He might as well go with that.
I guess so, but
yeah.
I don't know, Wendy.
He does look
crazy. He needs to keep it moving.
Crazy's good for our business, though. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. I'm Sandrea. How you doing?
Hi, Sandrea.
I want to sound off on John Goombaum.
Uh-huh.
John Goombaum? Jeff Goombaum. I'm sorry, Jeff.
Not Goombaum. Goldblum.
Goldblum. Jeez, I stroked his name all up. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
So he's 62. 62, maybe a little old for some of us, but everybody in their life deserves to be a parent. So we shouldn't knock him for being old and wanting to have a baby. We're all happy for you. Congratulations.
And also, older parents sometimes aren't as selfish as younger parents.
Absolutely.
You know, out with business meetings and trying to climb the corporate ladder. Now he has time to be at home and really be focused. And it doesn't hurt that an older parent might have a little bit more money than a 32-year-old parent.
And he still has his mother.
And he still has his mother.
The little boy. Has his mother.
Yes, the mother is 31. Exactly. Well, thank you for being open-minded. And that's how we do. Up next, everybody, TV Guide's Matt Roush is here, and Matt's going to share the best new shows of the season, so don't go away.
All new, Wendy, the movie we're all waiting for. And we've got the director, the amazing Angela Bassett. I will always love her. And celebrity trainer Jillian Michaels on how to actually keep our resolution.
Kick, Wendy, for God's sake!
Wednesday on an all-new Wendy.
You know, wintertime can be cold and dark and depressing, but our next guest is here to cheer you up with the great new shows. Talking about the season's hottest new shows on TV, say hello to TV Guide senior critic, our friend Matt Roush. Matt, your predictions are always so great, so tell us what we need to be watching new this season.
Well, you know, TV is so exhausting. There's so much TV now. You know, Netflix is TV and Amazon is TV, but network TV has already got a new hit show for the new year. Premiered last Wednesday. I've seen this week's episode. It's awesome. New show Empire on the Fox channel. Yes, it is great. It is the hip-hop dynasty.
Yes.
And you know, and it's got the TV Diva of the Year, present company excluded. But nonetheless, Taraji P. Henson.
She's a star.
She is a superstar.
Yes.
And she is playing Cookie, the ex-con wife of the record mogul, played by Terrence Howard. But she comes out of jail after 17 years. She went to jail for all the money that started the company, and she wants what's hers. And there's a power struggle among all the sons about who's going to take over the company. But Cookie rules. She's doing for furs and leopard print what Joan Collins did for shoulder pads back in the day.
Yes.
And she is awesome. Yeah.
So Empire airs, everybody, Wednesday nights at 9 on Fox. Matt, what's next?
Well, what's next is the critics' pick here. This is a show that is the most highly anticipated show of the winter, Better Call Saul on AMC. You haven't heard about it, but you remember Breaking Bad? Who was Breaking Bad fans?
This is Saul from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, the millions of people who binged on Breaking Bad, one of the great shows of our time. This is a prequel set about 6 years before the action of Breaking Bad, so you won't see Bryan Cranston hanging around. This is about the sleazy lawyer, Saul Goodman, who was a major character in the show, but it's telling you how he became Saul Goodman, how his decline into the world of the underworld, much the way that Walter White went from being a good guy to a super bad guy. It's going to be that kind of a show with dark comedy, a lot of violence in the wings. I've seen 2 episodes, but on the edge of my seat. This is the kind of show that critics, true water cooler TV.
Well, you know, a lot of times spin-offs don't work.
Yes.
So what's making this work?
Well, because it's a completely different kind of a show. You know, most of the shows that work as spin-offs are things like, you know, Frasier building out of Cheers, but going to a whole different side of the country to tell a whole new story.
Right.
This is set still in Albuquerque, but it is definitely a different story, and it's got it has sort of the same tone, but if you really like Breaking Bad, I think you're really going to go for Better Call Saul.
Okay, Better Call Saul, everybody. Premieres Sunday night. February 8th at 10 o'clock on AMC. What's next, Matt?
Okay, what's next is a sitcom that we're seeing, sort of the new Blackish. This is called...
I can't wait for this.
I know, Fresh Off the Boat. Fresh Off the Boat is a sitcom on ABC, and it's about an Asian-American family that moves in the 90s from D.C. to suburban Orlando. They are fish out of water, and the boy is told through the eyes of an 11-year-old boy who considers himself the next gangsta. He loves rap videos, and it's all set in the 90s. It's really funny. These kids really, and the whole family just doesn't know what to make of this whole Orlando scene. And she's the tiger mama, and the kid is really funny. And again, like Blackish, it sends up stereotypes, and at the same time, it celebrates ethnic diversity. So much diversity on TV this year, between things like How to Get Away with Murder and this. So it's a big plus. And if you like Blackish, I think you're really going to want to check out Fresh Off the Boat.
I love Blackish, and I'm going to be checking out Fresh Off the Boat. It premieres Tuesday night, February 10th at 8 o'clock on ABC. Okay, so what's next, Matt?
What's next is one of the juicy shows now. If you like the primetime soap sort of thing like Empire, E-Channel. E-Channel is doing its first scripted series. Going to come on in March. It's called The Royals. And The Royals is about a fake British royal family, and this queen is an ice queen. The Queen of England, what does she have in her handbag? Probably a gun. I mean, I swear to God, she is, and it's Elizabeth Hurley.
Okay.
And she is the sexy Queen of England. Her daughter, the princess, is a slut who's caught on the tabloids, not wearing panties.
Okay.
The heir of the throne has died, and so the spare heir, the younger son, he's dating a commoner. The queen does not approve. The king wants to disband the royalty. The queen does not approve. And of course, the queen does not approve of the slutty princess. And so the king of England, he absolutely wants to get rid of the monarchy altogether. So it's a really juicy primetime soap.
So now wait, this is taking place in modern times?
It is a modern time, but it's reinventing the royal family. It's a whole new modern family.
Is there a laugh track?
No,
it's a drama.
You can provide the laugh track.
Oh, I love that.
But it's really a juicy soap opera about a fake royal family. But she is the Queen of England, and the much younger family.
First scripted show on E, and The Royals premieres Sunday night, March 15th at 10 p.m. on E.
Pretty juicy. Pretty juicy.
We're all looking forward to the Whitney Houston Lifetime movie. Have you seen it?
I have seen it. It airs on Saturday night. What's interesting about it, Angela Bassett, who knows her way around playing pop divas, she directs this film, and Yaya DaCosta, who was a finalist on America's Next Top Model, does a really good job playing the young Whitney. But really, this movie isn't about the whole life of Whitney. It's focused on, it basically should be called Whitney Loves Bobby, because it's really the love story of her and Bobby Brown. And for all those people out there, and you know there were some of those people who said, what did she ever see in him? This movie tells you.
I got my sneak peek, and yes, it does.
Yes,
I agree.
They have some hot nights together.
I definitely agree.
Do.
Okay, so Whitney, everybody, premieres Saturday night, 8 p.m. on Lifetime. Angela Bassett will be here a little bit later on this week. But before you go, Matt, is there anything else that we should be looking out for?
Yeah, there's something coming up quite soon. And actually, we're doing a story about it in this week's episode, this week's issue of TV Guide magazine. And guess what? The Wendy Williams Show is about to have its 1000th episode on January 30. Look at that. Yes.
Thank you, Matt Ross, for being here. Everybody, you make sure that you pick up the latest issue of TV Guide. It's on newsstands now. Ask Wendy is next. There's so much more of The Wendy Show at wendyshow.com. Watch must-see moments, catch my after show, and enter for your chance to win some amazing free stuff. Check out wendyshow.com today. Welcome back. Everybody have a seat except for you. It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hey, Wendy. My name is Jasmine.
How you doing? Good, Jazz. How can I help?
So, recently, me and my boyfriend of 6 years just broke up about a week ago. And, okay.
What happened?
It's a long story.
Okay.
It's not even relevant.
Okay.
So, in December for my birthday, he bought me these really expensive diamond earrings. So, since we're not together anymore, I was wondering if I should give it back to him, if I should sell them. We're not together anymore, so.
Excuse me. Now, I know a lot of tackiness goes on in this show, but my parents did teach me a little bit of civility. Okay. Personally speaking, I would give them back to him, and I'm going to tell you why. Because, first of all, if the breakup was his fault, that's a smack in his face. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, she doesn't even want my earrings.
But they're really pretty, though. They're like...
Then why are you asking. Then why? I mean, you're asking.
It's like, I really don't want him, but
then give them back to him.
Okay.
Give them back. That will have him tossing and turning. You ask a woman of a particular age, and she will tell you, giving back gifts hurts a man worse than keeping them and selling them on eBay. Okay? Good luck, Jazz. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. I'm Michael. How you doing?
Hi, Michael. How can I help you?
So my fiance and I are allergic to dogs, so he's decided he'd like to get a pet pig.
Okay.
Now, they're really cute, and I want to make him happy, but I've spent years renovating my house, and I don't want a pig running around the house. So what do I do?
First of all, who's cleaning up after that? I know that, that people have pigs, but generally they're the Hollywood people who have 25 people living in their house to clean up stuff. I wouldn't get the pig. What about a cat?
We're allergic to cats.
Okay, well, guess what? I'm not allergic to anything. My husband's allergic to everything. I would love to have an animal, but we don't. Oh, well, oh, hell.
Thank you, Wendy.
And I would love to have an animal, you know?
Right.
I'm sorry.
We get stuffed animals.
Yeah, stuffed animals or a turtle.
Or a turtle.
They're good. All right, we have time for one more quick question. How you doing?
Hey, Wendy. How you doing? My name's Kelsey.
Hi, Kelsey.
Hi. I recently broke up with my boyfriend. We dated for 3 years, and he broke up with me through a text message.
Oh.
Now, for the last time, like for a year now, he's been trying to get back with me through text messages, and I've ignored him, but he just hasn't stopped, and I don't know why he doesn't get the hint. What should I do next?
Okay. First of all, that's horrible that he broke up with you through text. I would not think of answering his text. You can either, A, continue to ignore his text, because it's really no skin off Kelsey's back, you know what I'm saying? Let him keep sending. Or B, text him back something really, really civilized, and like, leave me alone.
I don't want any part of you.
UMF.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Thank you, Kelsey. Good luck. Pop quiz is next. It's time for Pop Quiz, where I test an audience member on today's hot topics. Let's meet our player. Hello. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy? I'm Cheryl from Washington, D.C.
And what do you do? And what do you do there?
I work for a not-for-profit organization.
P.S. During the commercial break, Cheryl was telling me that she bid at a charity auction for tickets for her and 3 of her friends for the show. She paid $600 for free tickets.
Yeah.
For a good cause. Yeah. It's nice to have you here, Cheryl.
Thank you.
Okay. Here's your question. I'm going to ask you a question, and then you could win a prize if you get it correct. Don't help her. Okay, look.
Hey, I spent $600.
Which celebrity couple made their red carpet debut last night at the Golden Globes? Was it A, Joe Manganiello and Sofia Vergara, B, Miley Cyrus and Patrick Schwarzenegger, or C, George Clooney and Amal Clooney?
George and Amal.
Yay, Cheryl! And that's Pop Quiz. Listen, for winning, we're hooking you up with a gift card for 2 free years of Netflix. Everybody, and we'll be right back. Good job, Cheryl. Another day is done here at Wendy. I want to thank my guest and my fabulous co-host, my studio audience. Tomorrow, friend to the show, Patricia Heaton, will be here. Plus, the next 2 contestants fired from tonight's episode of Celebrity Apprentice are stopping by. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.